guys, so in this video, we are finding the top 10 objects to use in Object Temi. How this works is that Project Temi is an object show Roblox game with many different characters from many different object shows, competing in challenges. This list is based off gameplay and stats, and we will be rating them out of 10. And 10th is really whoever you want to. Now, whoever you put in this slot will be just fine. I wasn't this. Also, side note, you can easily tell that I was sick this video, so don't mind if I stutter or anything. This slot would have been reserved for the gem characters like Fan, Tepstoop, and that heart person. But I don't really have that many gems, so I wasn't really able to get them. So I just put TD in this slot. So I just put Teardrop in this slot. You can definitely go for other characters like David and Flower and other ones that I can't think of on the top of my head. And 9th, we have Pencil with a 6.1 out of 10. Pencil is an average character. Pencil is basically just an average character if it wasn't for her ability. Her ability is to summon the Free Start Super Van, which is a big power boost in speed. It lets her zoom to other parts of the map without having to worry about really anything. It's because other people can hop in the van, and in game modes without abilities, and in game modes without abilities, or you can basically, or the reason why she's down this low is because other people can hop in the van, block the van from going to places, and in game modes without the van, she's basically just useless. And 8th, we have Fiery with a 6.8 out of 10. The OG winner of BFDI comes in 8th. Now Fiery is really just a fast character with not that many, but like Pencil, their ability is what got them up this high. What their ability does it makes them go super speed mode without having a fire chill behind them, which hurts a lot. A person that can kill people very easily, but because of the same issues as Pencil, he's down this low. No idea. In 7th, we have Bismuth, 7 out of 10. Now I have no idea what show Bismuth is from, but he's pretty good. He can create rainbow bridges right in front of him to get to places. This makes him just amazing at challenges that encourage avoiding and climbing things. The main thing that keeps him over Fiery and Pencil is that his ability regenerates very quickly. But again, without his ability, he's basically just like all the other 20 characters that didn't make it onto the list. Now in 6th placement 6th through 3rd could really go in any order depending on how you view it. The peers are basically just around the same. All these characters are basically just around the same level, and it just but how good they are is really depends on how you play as them. Now in 6th, we have Blocky with 7.5. Blocky has a lot of things going for him, such as good stats, especially his health, and his abilities is amazing. What he does is he spawns a recovery center trap that if you walk into, it basically just traps for a while, quote unquote kills you, and it also gives you all these random messages, and it drops all the loot you just collected. This effect is very annoying to play against, and it's a great prank, and it's a really great prank if you're playing against your friends. fifth, we have Charlie with 7.7 out of 10.
Game over.
Now, if you don't know who Charlie is, he's the baby pumpkin guy from One. Now he's actually pretty insane here. He's super small and pretty fast, so he can basically just roll around everywhere. This makes him great for challenges that encourage dodging and that encourage dodging and tagging, which is actually a lot of them if you think about it. But the main for challenges that really encourage dodging, which is actually a lot of them if you think about it. But his main drawback is that he's very hard to control and constantly collides with stuff. But if you look past that issue, he becomes a very fun character to play as. And fourth, we have Balloon with an 8 out of 10. Balloon is very similar to Charlie, as she's very good at dodging, but the difference is that Balloon could jump super high. Paired this up with her ability that makes her jump even higher with the drawback of her speed. The only things that mainly bring her down is that she can basically just die the second she touches something, and it's pretty slow, but the high jump is very good at challenges that most characters really suck at, such as the Eiffel Tower, mainly because most characters can't really get very high up without taking a lot of fall damage, and the video game challenge, which is honestly just very annoying to play against, especially that first section. But Balloon could just naturally jump over everything, which is very nice. Great. And all three of these characters are very good. And they all have their things going for them, in and out of abilities. So let's get into them. Now in third, we have Spongy with an 8.4 out of 10. Spongy, as expected, is extremely tanky with his HP being 120. But what also carries him is his ability. What it does is it summons a rocket ship. It summons his rocket ship from BFB 14 that he can fly in for like 20 seconds. This can grant him insane distance from everyone else, and little hiding spots that you were never intended to reach in the first place. What makes this even better is that he has a fall immunity, which prevents him from taking any damage when landing on the ground. This pairing with the rocket ship and a couple other immunities makes him a tanky beast, and a character you could have a lot of fun with while playing. The only thing I can see being bad for him is his hitbox, which, again, as expected, is huge. He's the biggest contestant in the entire game. But this could also be at the same time, this is also a good thing. As for challenges like the Eiffel Tower that I'm showing right now, he's basically just coloring everything with no issue. Even when he's out of his rocket ship mode. 8.7 out of 10. Leafy is clearly second place. Again, these except for a falling immunity, which isn't even that helpful for her because of her playstyle. And she would be a total nobody if it wasn't for her ability. For every 15 seconds, she gets to wishkadoo, we can too. To somewhere random on the map, gaining insane distance. she can use this ability in almost every challenge. And this ability in almost every challenge. And it usually is never hurtful to her game. It really just becomes teleport to everywhere on the map and to everywhere on the map until it's either the timer ends or she got the resources she needed to win. It becomes no question that she's at least making it top 3, possibly overtake her at number 1. Now, if you've played Project Temi before, it becomes no question who's first, like at all. And finally, we get to number 1 with a 9 out of 10. Needle is top dog for a very good, for mostly the same reasons as Leafy and Spongy, but she drives the concept of gating. But she drives the concept home. She's by far the fastest character in the game, with a speed stat of 20. For example, the person in second is Flower with a speed stat of 18. And even her ability reinforces this concept. You'd probably think, oh, her abilities probably has something to do with calling her needy and slapping people, right? For some reason, no. She basically just becomes an F1 car. She just becomes so fast. You could literally just spear on the entire map. And heck, if you get in her way, you basically just get run over and take damage from it. It's just insane. Basically, can't do nothing to catch you, no matter what you do. And almost every character reliant challenge requires good speed. And I will guarantee you that whenever you join the lobby, there will at least be one. You will at least see one needle. Thank you for watching this video. Project Temi is a very underrated game. And I really wish more people can play it. It's really fun. It's really fun. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!